I'll just do a roll call. If you can just say here, Helen Kelsey,
Here.
Lori Higgins,
Here.
John Pearson,
Here.
Bill Starling,
Here.
Al Vignosi.
Here.
Okay. You could just put your hand over your heart. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance real quickly. I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States
and to the republic
for which it
stands,
stands,
one nation,
under
under God, indivisible,
with
with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. For any guests who are logged on, I'm Joe Bresnan. I am not elected to office. I'm the Township's attorney. But just for a couple minutes here, I'm going to help out with the process on under the second-class Township Code. The Township meets on the first Monday of each January and reorganizes, and that means, most importantly, to either confirm the chair or elect a new chair and vice chair. And after that, the board is organized, and then they can proceed on with the rest of the advertised agenda. At this time, I will open up nominations for chair for the Board of Supervisors. Do I hear any nominations?
I nominate Bill Starling.
Okay, that broke up a little on me. I think there was two people there. Lori, you said you nominate Bill?
Correct.
Okay. Are there any other names in nomination that anybody wishes to put forward for chair?
I nominate Helene Kelsey.
Thank you, Al.
Okay. If there are no other names being entered, then what I would recommend we do, since we have two names in nomination, when Tim or whomever calls the roll for the vote, state the name of the person that you wish, so that we don't have to go through it two times with yeses and nos. Each person will just state the person they are voting for, and you are allowed to vote for yourself, and you are not excluded from voting simply by virtue of being a candidate.
Okay, Helen Kelsey,
I'm going to vote for Bill.
Lori Higgins,
Bill Starling.
John Pearson,
Bill Starling.
Bill Starling,
Bill Starling.
Al Vignosi.
I have to vote for Helene. I nominated her, so I'm going to vote for Helene.
Okay.
4-1 to Bill.
What am I gonna
All right, Bill, congratulations on being our new board chair.
do? Sorry, Bill.
Thank you, Joe. That's okay, Al.
So same procedure for the vice chair. I'll entertain nominations for the office of vice chair of the Board of Supervisors.
I'll nominate Lori Higgins for vice chair.
Any other names in nomination? All right, we'll close nominations. All in favor of Lori Higgins serving as vice chair?
Aye. Okay.
Aye.
Or were there any, can we reflect if there were any nays? No nays? No nays. Okay, so the board voted unanimously for Lori as vice chair. Bill, you are now organized, and the gavel is over to you. And you're going to pick it up at the motion to approve the remainder of the agenda. I'm going to be hopping off this one for a little while, but I'll be back after I handle an organization elsewhere, and I'll be back.
Thank you for your help, Joe.
You bet. See you soon.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the board agenda for the reorganization meeting, January 4th, up in Providence Township.
I'll make a motion to approve the board agenda of the Township Administration Code. Is that what it is? So it says,
Yeah, per section 2-2-5A of the Township Administrative Code.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Any no votes? Passes unanimously. All right, now it's our time for public comment. If we have anyone from the public who would like to comment during this reorganization meeting, we'll ask you to go to the comments section and raise your hand. and we'll let you speak. We'll need your name, your street address, and please try to hold your comments to 3 minutes. Thank you.
I'm not seeing anybody raise their hands.
All right, well then we'll proceed on with the agenda. We're going to proceed into the appointment section. And our first appointment is for Township Secretary. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
You know what, I think you could do them all together, Bill, in the notes section, 3 through
Okay.
10. So we could just do them all at once. Sorry to interrupt you on that.
Okay, that's fine. All right, then I'll go ahead and read then and who we think we're going to select for each one, and we'll take a vote at the end. Okay, for appointment of Township Secretary, we're going to reappoint the incumbent Timothy J. Tieperman for Township Manager. For the appointment of Township Treasurer, we're going to reappoint the incumbent Richard D. Livergood, Director of Finance. For appointment of Township Solicitor, we're going to reappoint the incumbent Joseph E. Bresnan. For the appointment of Municipal Authority Solicitor, we're also going to reappoint the incumbent Joseph E. Bresnan. For the appointment of Bond Counsel, we're going to appoint Ernest Bucky Mark Closer of Curtin and Hefner Limited Liability Partnership. I'm asking that we reappoint for Township Engineer William Dingman of Gilmore and Associates. For appointment of Municipal Authority Engineer, also William Dingman of Gilmore and Associates. For appointment of Township Traffic Engineer, Casey Moore from McMahon Associates. And for appointment of the Township Zoning Officer and Director of Planning and Zoning, the incumbent Jeffrey Grace Planning and Associates. Do we have any other names? Is there any discussion?
I'll make a motion to appoint that list.
Okay,
I'll
We have a
second
second?
that. Oh, sorry.
I have a motion and a second to appoint the list I just read of appointments, items 3 through 11 on our agenda.
Mhm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes unanimously. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the non-compensatory appointments. And I had an email go out earlier to everybody on the folks that Lori and I had interviewed and recommend for appointment to these various boards and commissions. So for appointment for vacancy board chairman, we were going to reappoint Jim White for a 1-year term. Are there any other names? Any discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Jim White again.
All right, I have a motion. And do I have a second?
Second that.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we appoint
Aye.
Jim. Great. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Okay, appointment for a planning commission member. We are going to appoint Nicole Lydane for a 4-year term to the planning commission. Is there any discussion or any other names?
I'll make a motion to put Nicole Lydane on the planning commission for a 4-year term.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. All approved?
Aye.
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 All right, any opposed? Pass unanimously. Okay, and for the Municipal Authority Board, it's for a 5-year term. We would like to appoint Ken Hughes. Any discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Ken Hughes.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second to appoint Ken Hughes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. And appointment to the Park and Recreation Board. We have Rich Reese for a 5-year term. Any discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Rich Reese to Park and Rec Board.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. And we don't have a candidate for the Uniform Construction Code Board of Appeals, so we're going to jump over that. All right. Appointment to the Human Relation Commission for a 1-year term, Quinn Norris. Any discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll
Make a motion. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Bill,
Lori.
I'm just wondering if we could do all 5 of them at once.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could do them all together alone.
Yeah, let me go ahead and read all 5 names then. For one of the 1-year terms, Quinn Norris. For the other 1-year term, myself, Bill Starling. For one of the 2-year terms, Nicolette Milholland. For the other 2-year term, Rabul Karim. And for the 3-year term, Dale Herbranson. Any discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
I
I'll make
move
a
that we
motion.
give all of those people to those terms as Bill Starling read them.
Great.
I'll second that.
All right, I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Thank you very much. All right. All right, our next item is consider action to set the 2021 rate of compensation for the zoning hearing board solicitor. Somebody want to speak to that? I believe,
Same rate as it always is, right, Tim or Brian?
yeah, I don't think they're asking for an increase.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah,
John.
we have a letter from the current zoning hearing board solicitor, Jack Corey, from O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, to continue serving at the rate of $150 per hour.
Okay, I'll make a motion that the board set the 2020 rate. Is it 2020 or 2021?
2021.
Okay, yeah, it said it's in the notes. It's not up.
I'll second that motion.
All right, we have a motion and a second to set the zoning hearing board solicitor's compensation at $150 an hour. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, our next action item, number 23, consider action to establish a 2021 regular meeting schedule. And I believe that's published. Do we have that on a slide? If not, that's okay, I think.
I'll make a motion to consider action to establish 2021 regular meeting schedule.
Yeah, I think the schedule is published. Tim, do we have a picture of it, or?
We don't have a picture. We have in your packet. I can, it's, just a second here.
Well, to shorten it up,
The
instead
legal,
of,
in your packet is a legal notice identifying the dates.
okay, and it's the same as last year, Tim, right? We're
Yeah,
going to, our business meeting is going to be the 3rd Monday of each month.
Yeah, if you want to, I can skim it real quickly. I mean, the supervisors will meet on the 3rd Monday of each month unless noted at 7 o'clock. We have a few exceptions on Monday holidays. Planning Commission will meet on the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of each month. Unless noted, the Parks and Rec Board will meet the 3rd Wednesday of every month. Comprehensive Plan Subcommittee will meet the 3rd Wednesday of every month until it's done. Municipal Authority will meet bi-monthly on the 1st Thursday. February 4th, April 1st, June 3rd, August 5th, October 7th, and December 2nd. All meetings until further notice will be in a virtual format. Instructions to register for and connect to meetings can be found on the events calendar. This is all in a legal notice that will be sent out tomorrow after you guys approve it tonight.
All right. Any discussion?
No, just one comment. Tim, I wouldn't worry about putting it up. This is all going to be advertised on the website, correct?
That's correct. But I think legally, under the second class code, we have to send it to our newspapers.
Right.
Okay.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the regular meeting schedule as we published in our packet.
I so moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, consider action to establish the 2021 holiday schedule. Tim, I'll let you read those holidays.
Okay, the holidays would be January 1st, New Year's Day, January 18th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, February 15th, President's Day, April 2nd, Good Friday, May 31st, Memorial Day, July 5th, Independence Day, September 6th, Labor Day, October 11th, Columbus Indigenous Peoples Day, November 11th, Veterans Day, November 25th, Thanksgiving Day, November 26th, Thanksgiving Day, holiday day after Thanksgiving, December 23rd, Christmas Eve, and December 24th. We'd be celebrating it on the 24th, Christmas Day.
Great. Yeah, I believe those first two holidays actually bump our business meetings to Tuesday.
That's correct. Our January and February. You're
All right,
correct.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the holiday schedule.
I so
I'll make
moved.
them. I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, resolutions. All right, consider adoption of Resolution 2021-1, affirming the township fee schedule. Do we have any changes this year in the fees, Mr.
Right.
Seaver?
Brian, I'll let you speak to that.
There were some minor changes, some additions, some deletions. I hate to bore you with the minutia. There were no wholesale changes to any portion of the fee schedule, just some minor edits throughout the whole document.
Right. Is there any discussion on this?
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2021-1 affirming the township fee schedule.
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. All right. Consider adoption of Resolution 2021-2, setting the 2021 bond amounts for the township manager and the finance department.
That should be in your packet, but the three bond amounts would be for the manager, 250,000, the finance director at $1 million, and the assistant finance director at $1 million.
All right. We have any discussion on that? All right, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2021-2, setting the 2021 bond amounts for the township manager and finance department.
I have a
Second that.
I have a motion and a second to approve Resolution 2021-2, setting the 2021 bond amounts for the township manager and finance department. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. All right. Consider adoption of Resolution 2021-3, approving depositories for Upper Providence Township funds during 2021. Is there any change in the list?
No change in the list. Briefly, Bill, our four major banks is the Pennsylvania Local Government Investment Trust, Pliget, the Branch Bank and Trust, BB&T, WSFS Bank, Victory Bank, and then we always have other financial institutions deemed appropriate throughout the year.
All right, great. All right, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2021-3, approving depositories for Upper Providence Township funds during 2021.
Second,
Second that.
All right, I have a motion and a second to adopt resolution 2021-3, approving depositories for Upper Providence Township funds during 2021. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, consider adoption of resolution 2021-4, appointing a zoning hearing board member for a 4-year term. Okay, and let me pull my list back out here. All right, I believe for the 4-year term, we were going to appoint Blair Hinderleiter.
Yep, I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2021-4 to appoint Blair Hinderleiter to a 4-year term on the zoning hearing board.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to appoint Blair Hinderleiter to a 4-year term on the zoning hearing board. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. And the next is for a 5-year term. And I believe we were going to appoint Saiful Khandaker, Dr. Saiful Khandaker. I'll entertain a motion.
I so move.
That's actually a resolution, I believe, Bill.
Okay. Okay. Resolution 2021-5 appointing Dr. Saiful Khandaker to a 5-year term on the zoning hearing board. And do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any
Aye.
opposed? None opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Okay. And
Bill, that last item really isn't a motion. It's just an acknowledgement that last year the board passed resolution 2020-5 regarding the appointment of our auditor. They'll be completing the second of their 2nd-year appointment for the township audit.
okay, great. All right, well, I think that concludes our reorganization meeting. We've appointed our boards and all of our township folks, and congratulations to everybody that got appointed, and thank you to all those that stepped forward to volunteer for our non-compensated commissions and boards. And I'll accept a motion to adjourn this reorganization meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All right, all those in favor of adjourning the organization meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. All right, and I will call to order our regular business meeting for the Upper Providence Township, January 4th, 2021. Our first regular meeting of the year. And I hope everyone had a nice holiday. And I think in lieu, we've said the Pledge of Allegiance together. I see now why we don't do that online when we did it during the reorganization meeting. But let's take a moment of silence to consider all the folks that have lost their lives in the current pandemic and those that continue to suffer in hospitals and ICUs, as well as our frontline and first responders. All right, I'll take a motion to approve the board agenda for our regular meeting.
I'll move to approve the board agenda for the regular meeting. Make a motion to.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor of approving the board agenda for tonight's meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Okay. And now we'll have time for public comment during the regular meeting. Again, if you would like to make a public comment, go down to the toolbar at the bottom and open up the comments and raise your hand. and we'll call on you. Please state your name, your street address, and please hold your comments to 3 minutes. Do we have anybody on the line, Jeff, that wants to speak?
No, no one has raised their hand.
All right, well, we'll move forward then. First item of business. Oh, there have been no executive sessions since the last regular meeting of the board to report on. Okay, the first item on our agenda is approval of the bill list for the period December 1, 2020 through December 30th, 2020 in the amount of $1,017,794.48. I will entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the bill list from December 1st to December 20th, December 30th, 2020 in the amount of $1,017,794.48.
Do I have a second?
Second that?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the bill list. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you. Okay, and we had some minutes out there to approve from our December 7th regular meeting. And if everyone had a chance to review, I'll entertain a motion and a second on that.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of December 7, 2020, regular meeting.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from our December 7th regular meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, and now we have we don't have any public hearings on the schedule tonight, so we can move right into old business. All right. And first bit of old business is consider authorizing an advertisement of the active transportation plan and complete streets policy.
Jeff or Casey, can one of you take that?
I can, guys, this is Anthony. I can take
Hi,
that.
Anthony.
How you doing, Tim? Hi, everyone. So this would be for authorizing the advertisement for the public review period for the active transportation plan and complete streets policy, which authorization was given, recommendation was given by Planning Commission in early December. Information was presented to the board December 7th, I believe. December 7th. So this would be as part of the process and to complete the process and to formally, move them from draft to formal documents to be adopted as an amendment to the comp plan changes. We want to authorize it for public, officially for public comment period, 45 days. So that's what the advertisement would be for.
All right, that's what we had presented to us at our December meeting, I believe, right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. All right, and yeah, one of the good things about all these plans and stuff is it sets us in a place where we can, request grants and apply for grants because we have plans in place. We have studied our problems and know what we need to do to fix them. So anyway, I'll entertain a motion to authorize advertisement of the active transportation plan and complete streets policy.
I'll make a motion to authorize advertisement of the active transportation plan and complete streets policy.
And a second.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion and a second to approve advertisement of the active transportation plan and complete streets policy for a 45-day public comment period. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Consider adopting resolution 2021-6, authorizing the use of eminent domain to obtain easements from 506 Fruit Farm Road, parcel number as noted in the agenda. And 20 Brookdale Drive, parcel number also noted in the agenda, and 101 Rosemont Lane, parcel number also noted in the agenda for the Tindy Run Sanitary Sewer Project. Would someone like to speak a little bit to that?
Yeah, I'd just like to note for the board's edification that of the 13 required easements for the Tindy Run Sewer Project, these are the last remaining 3. I know that Bill Dingman and I separately had conversations with 2 of these folks, very positive conversations today. And Bill, Joe, and I met with the 3rd one that's on the list that you have before you the day before New Year's Eve. We expect them to all sign the appropriate easement documents, and that we won't need to invoke the eminent domain power that the board holds. However, as we're in a position where we'd like to get the project bid as quickly as we can, we would like you to authorize Joe to pursue that if necessary.
Yeah,
You
that's.
don't think we're going to actually use it, right, Brian? We're going down.
Back, by the way.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Yeah, I
Hello.
don't think we'll use it. In fact, the last one that you authorized for this project, Joe informed them that you had taken that step and they agreed to discuss terms the day after. So sometimes it does help to expedite the process.
And you're going to see probably in the future, I'm probably going to come to you more often rather than less often to have you do the resolution, because if it's anything that's not sanitary sewer, like Jacobs Street, which we're doing right now, to make sure that it's tax exempt when we submit to the state, they want to see the resolution. So the resolution isn't really going after the people and saying this means war and we mean business. It really helps them, and it helps us to make sure that it's tax exempt anyway. So these resolutions, when they come in front of you, don't necessarily mean that there's a problem yet.
Okay. All right. If there's no further discussion, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2021-6, authorizing the use of eminent domain to obtain easements from 506 Fruit Farm Road, parcel number 61-00-01885-60-1, 20 Brookdale Drive, parcel number 61-00-00635-24-9, and 101 Rosemont Lane, parcel number 61-00-04478-93-3 for the Tindy Run Sanitary Sewer Project.
Second that.
Right. All right. I have a motion and a second to adopt resolution 2021-6, authorizing the use of eminent domain to obtain easements from, as noted in the agenda and just made by Supervisor Higgins. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you. All right. And our next order of business is resolution 2021-7, authorizing the use of eminent domain to obtain easement from 2012 Ashkenfelter Road, parcel noted in the agenda, and 506 Black Rock Road, parcel number also noted in the agenda for the Ashkenfelter Road culvert replacement project. Now, we were just out there chatting with these folks not too long ago. Anyway, if someone wants to speak to this real quickly, then we'll entertain a motion.
Joe, you've had more direct interaction with those property owners than I have. Could you speak to this one?
The Black Rock Road folks are fine. There's no issue there. Ashenfelder Road was a little bit difficult. The people I spoke to in the home were not represented that they were not the legal owner. Things were a little confusing, I'll say. And I've ordered a title report on that property to determine ownership. But clearly I needed, with Black Rock Road, we're going through the process that I was talking about. A culvert may not count as a sewer improvement. So to make sure we get the tax exemption for these people, we should have the resolution. For the Ashenfelder group, we need to move forward just because we might need to move forward. I'm not really sure where we stand there.
Okay.
They didn't disagree exactly, but things were a little confusing.
Okay. Yeah, that's the exact impression I think we got when we were out there too. Okay. I will entertain a motion.
Make a motion to adopt resolution 2021-7, authorizing the use of eminent domain to obtain easement from 212 Ashenfelder Road, parcel noted on the agenda, and 506 Black Rock Road, parcel noted on the agenda, the Ashenfelder Road culvert replacement project.
Second.
I'll
Second that.
All right, I have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2021-7, authorizing the use of eminent domain to obtain easement from 2012 Ashenfelter Road, parcel noted in the agenda, and 506 Black Rock Road, parcel also noted in the agenda, for the Ashenfelter Road culvert replacement project. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, that carries unanimously. Thank you. All right, and now we're on to the new business section of the meeting. And the first piece of new business is to consider authorizing advertisement of the Walnut Street and Jacob Street alignment project in Montclair.
Is this a reference? I'm sorry, Bill, to interrupt you.
Okay.
Is this a reference, Brian, to the ordinance?
It is not the ordinance. It is asking the board to allow us to advertise for bids for the project.
Gotcha. Sorry. Okay.
Good question, Joe, because I was going to ask the exact same thing. What do we have authorizing here? Bids. Okay. So we'll make that in the motion. Yeah, finally, John, I think maybe we're going to do this.
Yay.
John's project.
Yay.
John, you should pass the motion.
I'll be happy to make that motion, Bill.
All right. I'll entertain a motion for authorizing advertisement of the Walnut Street and Jacob Street alignment project in Montclair for bids.
I'll make that motion.
All right. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you.
And I have yet another interruption, Bill. I'm sorry.
That's
Going
right.
back to Ashenfelder, 212 is where the cell tower was, or is, the recent zoning hearing for the tower. That was 212 Ashenfelder. And I just am noticing that that's the address that was used in that motion. The property that I went to was on the other side of the street. And right now I don't remember the address, but it would be an odd number. I want to say it ended in a 5, maybe all the down lower, closer to Black Rock at the hard S turn there. And in the paperwork I prepared, I don't think I used 212. So I want to just clarify
Okay.
on that with staff. Maybe
I'm looking at it now, Joe. I see 175 Ashenfelder.
Yeah.
I can read the parcel number into the record if the board wants to correct the resolution on the fly here.
Yeah, if we could just correct that 212, that 212 wasn't, yeah. So even if I don't know if the parcel number is also incorrect, maybe so, but the address is.
Let me see. Yeah, we need to change both the address and the parcel number. It's for 175 Ashenfelder Road, parcel number 61-00-00181-00-1.
Do you want me to make that now?
Let's clean that up and then be done with it.
All right, so
Just amend.
adopting resolution 2021-7, authorizing the use of eminent domain to obtain easement from 175 Ashenfelder Road, parcel number, and Brian, let me make sure I got this right, 61-00-00181-00-1.
Very good.
And 506 Black Rock Road, parcel.
That one, we're good. We're good there.
Already.
All right. Do
Second.
I have a second on that?
I'll second that.
All right, so we have a motion and a second to amend a previous resolution just passed to correct the address to 175 Ashkenfelter Road and to the parcel number just read by Supervisor Kelsey. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Okay, great. All right. So where we're at now. Okay. All right. So agenda item number 7 under new business. Consider authorizing advertisement of bids for the River Crest Connector Trail Project.
So real quick, this is the trail from the municipal complex down along the golf course through the ravine down to the Schuylkill River Trail. It's about just short of 4,000 linear feet. You do have a grant on this project from $100,000 from the Montco 2040. So we're getting ready to go out to bid for this project. We do need to get the County Planning Commission blessing it on it one last time before we do advertise for bids, but we're looking for your blessing to move forward with it upon their approval.
Bill, just a question. Do you have any idea what the total cost on this thing is going to be?
The original estimate was approximately $250,000. I believe it might be a little bit higher than that because of the crossing at Black Rock Road. We'll have I don't want to say a signal, but a flasher there. So that was something that wasn't originally considered in the original estimate. So I think it'll be a little bit above $250,000, but that was the original estimate.
Thank you.
We're looking for completion by the end of the summer.
And is that all paved, Mr. Dingman?
Yes.
Thank you. It's going to be a great trail. That'll be a great trail.
All right, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve advertising for the Rivercrest Connector. Can't read it, all my videos in the middle. Trail project.
I'll second that.
All right, I have a motion and a second to authorize advertisement of bids for the Rivercrest Connector Trail Project. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you. All right. And item number 8, consider taking action to remove Aziz Abdel from the zoning hearing board. And I just want to say this was not any fault of Aziz's. He was called out of the country on work and was unable to attend meetings last year and has not responded to our emails. So, and we have a candidate actually to appoint at our February regular meeting to the board to replace him, but we need to take action tonight to remove Aziz because then he has a 30-day period to file an appeal if he wants to, and we don't think he will, but we need to take this action now so that we can appoint another member to that board in February. So I'll entertain a motion on this.
Take the motion to remove Aziz Abdul from the zoning hearing board.
Second that.
All right, I have a motion and a second to remove Aziz Abdel from the zoning hearing board. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, and now we're to manager and department head reports.
So I'll just have a couple of highlights. I think everybody got the good news over the holiday that we were very successful in getting the $2 million RACP grant. I just want to do a shout out again to our Chief Kerrigan and also Senator News and our entire delegation for their help in getting this awesome grant. I don't know of any grant of this size or magnitude that any municipality has received in recent memory. Maybe the city of Philadelphia, but certainly not the suburbs. So, and that's certainly going to give us some breathing room in our capital budget. on a kind of a downside, a little bit on the grants is we've received word and we're trying to get some clarification. I think I announced a couple of weeks ago that we were recipients of a DEP composting grant. And we've since learned that the state is not releasing that money because of the state budget. So we're trying to get clarification that we can, that the grant that's been awarded, we can keep. So I have letters going out to all of the legislators on that end. That grant was for about $275,000. I know a lot of people also are interested in the COVID-19 vaccine. We're trying to get clarification on the phase 1B rollout. Our sources today tell us that the county is still in the process of finishing phase 1A. According to Chief Kerrigan, that the county is not authorized to move into phase 1B until the State Department of Health authorizes it. So that has to come from that level. And so we're trying to get into our communication channels with the county to get a better timeline on that. So as we get more information, we'll keep the board apprised on that.
Hey,
That's all I have. That's all I have, Bill.
okay, the 1B, and that's where firefighters and police officers and township folks can be.
1B is, here's 1B, child care staff, correction staff, county and municipal administration staff, educators, education staff, firefighters, food and agricultural staff, grocery store staff, law enforcement, manufacturing staff, persons 75 years or older, transit staff, and U.S. Postal Service staff is what they have. Now, I will tell you that the county's 1B somewhat contradicts what the CDC's protocols are. So we're trying to get some clarification.
I hear you. Okay. All right. Thanks for following up on that, Tim. Appreciate it. And thanks, Al, for bringing that to the floor today. All right. Do we have any other managers or department heads?
I don't know. Think we'll have some updates at our next meeting.
Okay. And I just want to echo what Tim said. It was fantastic to get the $2 million grant towards our new emergency management center. And that will certainly help with our budgeting. And I actually sat in on a meeting listening to some people complain about not getting grants recently, and made me feel very thankful that we did get what we got. Okay, do we have any consultant reports?
Just real quickly, Bill, the pre-construction meeting is scheduled next week for the sanitary sewer project for Spring Mill and Pleasant Lane. So that project you'll see moving forward, probably in the field by the end of the month, I would think, January probably, before you see action in the field on that. And one last thing, I would like to thank the board for the reappointment for Township Engineer and Municipal Authority Engineer. Thank you very much.
All right.
And that's all I was going to report too, Bill, is I just wanted to say thank you. The reappointment and the confidence you've had in our firm. We look forward to continuing our work with you.
Great. All right. And our solicitor, do you have a report? Anything?
I do not. Thanks, Bill. I've interrupted enough tonight, I think.
That's all right. And now we're to supervisors' comments. Any other supervisors have a comment?
Well, I have a list of books to recommend, but I'll let other people talk first if they have something to say.
I just think I'm glad that we were able to reappoint all of our consultants. I think that they've done a good job, and I think they're moving the township forward. And I look forward to another great year working with those guys. I got two books for Christmas, but I'm going to recommend one. It's a book called First Principles, which talks about the education of Washington, Jefferson, Madison, and Adams. It's a little dense and a little history, but I found it real comforting to read in these times. So anyway, the book is called First Principles.
I got that for Christmas, Bill.
I did, and I'm about a third of the way through it already.
No, I got it for
Oh, you
Christmas
got it
too.
too? Good. Outstanding.
Who's the author on that book? Who's the author, Bill?
I don't have it in front of me. I don't remember.
Who's that? Thomas Rich. Rick. Thomas Rick.
Okay, thank you.
I wanted to take a minute and give the quick shout out to our road crew. We've had a couple snowstorms and we just had snow recently, and I'll have to give Tom Broadbelt's team kudos for keeping our streets clean, and they're out there and they're the best team out there. I really safe and they're on it. So thank you to that. And I did want to just take a moment and say, what a year 2020's been, and I'm happy that we have such great staff to get through this COVID situation with. You guys were really pulled your weight, divided up your teams and your pods at fire and police and staff, and you kept the township going through all this. So thank you.
Thank you, Hilly. Thanks for your support.
Okay. I have a little bit of a long list, and some of them may be duplicates, for which I apologize, but Left-Handed Booksellers of London by Garth Nix, The Golden Tresses of the Dead by Alan Bradley, A Promised Land by Barack Obama, The Forbidden Land by Kate Forsyth, and Skull of the World by Kate Forsyth, Encounters in the Heart of the World, and I can't read the author on my little phone, and Conversations with Ruth Bader Ginsburg by Jeffrey Rosen.
I got Obama's book for Christmas too. I got several books. Somebody wants me to do some reading.
Well, you can tell you're retired now, both of you guys. Like, with all these
Yeah.
books, and Bill already a third of the way through it.
Time to read, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mine are all on tape. I listen to them while I shovel in the barn.
All right. Mr. Duberman, you want to run us through upcoming events? Tim?
Yes, just a second.
All right, sorry, I'm sorry.
I just
Tim,
put
do you
down
want
my-
me to do it?
Well, that's all right.
Why don't you move through the
Yep.
slides, Matt?
Yep, I've got it right here.
Yeah, okay. This is just a rehash of our supervisor schedule. January 19th will be our next regular meeting. That'll be one of the meetings. We'll be meeting on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Then our next one also is a Tuesday. That's because it's after President's Day. January 13th and January 27th is our Planning Commission meeting schedule. Our agenda item 12, Parks and Recreation Committee schedules January 20th at 6 o'clock. Comprehensive Planning Subcommittee meeting scheduled January 20th. Just a little update on the Comp Plan Subcommittee. I think we're hoping to put that to bed. We initially wanted to do that in March. It looks like we're going to put this to bed in April, because I think we're wanting to get the updated census information that will be coming in pretty good data form, probably late February, early March. So we want to make sure the plan document has accurate census data. Jeff, if you wanted to add to that.
Yeah, it seems like we were always, every plan we've adopted in the past 20 years has always been using extremely dated information. So it's good just to, if we have just a couple months or add a month to the process and just get the more accurate numbers, it'll look better in the whole plan.
Is that it, Matt? Any other slides? We got our municipal authority meeting schedule on February 4th.
Yep. And just a reminder, all township public meetings are in Zoom format for the time being. This is a good time. You don't have to leave your home if you want to listen in or participate. And I assume we'll be getting an email out to all the folks that we appointed tonight to the various boards and commissions, and Zoom invitations to them to their first meetings. So,
Mr. and Chair Starling, one of your duties as chairman, you got to sign a lot of forms.
I'll be in
If you
tomorrow.
can make arrangements to stop by tomorrow or as soon as possible to work with Cheryl and get the document signed.
Call Cheryl first thing.
Okay.
All right. If there's no more comments, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, guys. Take care.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you.
Everybody.
Happy New
Have a
Year.
good night.
New Year.
Aye.